So currently, Matt, you saw the score there. What's the score of
As of now, in Game 4, it is 3-1 Houston, I believe, going to the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah.
We have a commercial break here.
Okay.
Oh, it's back.
Yeah, so I absolutely believe that if Houston wins this game, series is essentially over. Especially too when Eric Cole hits the pitch again. Yeah.
Is he pitching Game 5?
No, I believe
I couldn't see
Verlander would probably pitch Game 5.
They had the graphic up, but you were in the way, so I couldn't see. But if the score holds now, 3-1, bottom of the fourth, I think the series is Houston's to lose. Could I see it going 6? Possibly. I don't see it going 7.
I just don't think that they can hit off of Garrett Cole.
I'm thinking of Verlander. If he's the next man in line.
Yeah,
if he's on, it's over.
Yeah, I mean, I feel I give them a better shot against both Verlander and Zach Greinke, but against Cole, who's been by far the most dominant pitcher in baseball. He's going to be a very rich man come this offseason. Actually, I believe that I saw a quote from John Heyman of CBS, I believe is where he works at. But basically he said that Garrett Cole could be signing a deal worth 7 years, $245 million, give or take. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't shock me if he got up where around $300 million. I mean, he's been that dominant, and he deserves every single penny of that contract. So there's still some time yet for the Yankees, but definitely they need to win this game if they want any shot in getting into the World Series. And this is what I said from the get-go. Is with Houston, their starting pitching is just going to be too much for the Yankees to overcome, especially if Houston is hitting, which they are. So I mean, they're a very tough team. But man, what I did not expect though was the Washington Nationals swept the Cardinals, and it wasn't even a
historically bad hitting from the Cardinals.
That might have been one of the more lopsided NLCS series that I can quite honestly recall. I mean, it just when they scored 7 runs in the first inning in Game 4, I was like, "Wow, really?" And I shut off after that. I wake up the following morning and it was 7-4. So St. Louis tried to make a comeback, but man, that was shocking, because I thought that St. Louis, riding a lot of momentum from the Game 5 win over Atlanta. I thought that they had a really good shot, but now the Washington Nationals are now in the World Series.
First time
for the first time in
dating back to the Expos.
And how do you think that Bryce Harper feels right now?
That's hilarious.
Literally the year that he leaves, and two with the Nationals, I believe they were what? It was 14 games under 500.
Something stupid.
In May, and I saw a stat where they had a 0.1% chance in winning the National League pennant, which that has to be one of the biggest comebacks in baseball. I mean, has to be, just because it's even back in May, when you dig yourself in a hole that big, 15 games under 500, typically you're pretty like dead at that point. But man, that team persevered. They got in as a wild card, beat a very good Dodger team, who I feel like really underachieved. But hey,
every year.
But Washington beat them, and they just beat the brakes off of St. Louis.
I'm looking up an article from the USA Today. In 4 games, they only had just 16 hits at 123 at bats.
Wow,
that's a 130 average. They never led at any point.
And how many runs did they actually score in that whole entire series? By the way, I gotta look that up. Hang on. I don't think that it
was
many. So
no. Hang on.
Because I want to say that Game 4 was probably the most runs that they probably scored.
Let's see here. Game 1, 0.
Mm-hmm.
Game 2, 1.
Oof.
Game 3, 1.
Oh my god.
Game 4, 4.
Wow.
So 6.
Wow.
6 runs?
6 runs and
Oh wait. Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait, yep, 4. Yeah, I was looking at game 4 of the Braves series, but that was the same runs. Yeah, 6.
Wow. That's
the Cardinals pixie dust is no more.
Yeah, they used it all up in the NLDS, but
if you would have told me the Nationals would have been in the World Series, I would have I would have laughed in your face.
Right, exactly.
There's somebody that probably bet that the Nationals would go to the World Series.
They are probably a very, very rich person right now, especially too if you bet that back.
I gotta look what the odds were
back in like May when they were that far back. But also we also had some other baseball news. Joe Maddon, the former manager of the Chicago Cubs and of the Tampa Bay Rays, is now was hired to become the new Los Angeles Angels manager. He takes over for, I believe, Brad Ausmus was the manager, I believe, there. So I'm not really surprised that he was able to find a job relatively quickly. I mean, I think I read somewhere that he had interest from them. San Diego, I believe, was also interested. I believe also that the Mets and maybe the Phillies were also interested, but I could be wrong. But no, nothing really surprising here. I mean, like, hopefully, for the Angels, hope that he helps them get over the hump. They have the absolute best player in baseball, and like Mike Trout, and they're not really winning. I mean, they're a pretty average team right now. Although, I mean, like, I would take average right now over what the Pirates are right now. But that withstanding, So, Matt, any thoughts on Joe Maddon becoming the new manager for the Los Angeles Angels?
As a Pirates fan, I'm glad I don't have to see him.
Yes, I can attest to that.
But yeah, I'm not surprised. You got a team that fast. We'll see what happens. Maybe the Angels will actually do something. They got one of the best players in the history of the game, but you never hear anything. At least I don't, because the Angels never do anything.
Nope. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Everything he has finished, I believe, in like top 4 in the AL MVP voting. I think every single season that he's been in the league. I mean, which is insane to think about, but he is that good. He is that transcendent of a player, and two, on top of that, they just signed Mike Trout to the richest athlete contract in professional sports history. I think he signed a 13-year, $430 million contract with the Angels, which
I'll look that up.
I mean, and he deserves every single penny. And you didn't see one person say no. He doesn't deserve that. It was universal that everyone said he deserves every single penny of that. And two, if for the Angels and for Major League Baseball, there is no better ambassador for the game than Mike Trout. He doesn't get in trouble. You never hear about him being a bad teammate. He plays hard. He works hard. He's a very good person that you would want to represent your franchise.
12-year, $426.5 million.
Okay, yeah, that's what.
And a $20 million signing bonus.
Yeah, so that's.
He'll be at the end of his contract.
He'll be on 38, right? Or
30. It's the payroll salary is 37.1. Pretty much from 2021 on to 2030, and at 2031 he's an unrestricted free agent, but he'll be 39.
I would imagine he'll
probably retire.
He'll probably retire before then.
I hope so. Look at all
I
the
would
money.
be shocked. I mean, you just don't see too many guys playing into their upper 30s too often. I mean, it was way more common when we were kids with Barry Bonds and all of those guys, but it's a young man's game now, and it's being proven, I think, more and more now.
It's estimated from his start of his career back in 2009, all the money he's got, he has earned $117,356,792 so far, and then with that, it's projected he's going to earn $507.8 million over 10, 21 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
if you don't spend it all, you're good.
Yeah, with baseball, they're guaranteed contracts, so he's going to see every single cent of that deal there. So
and
good for the guy there.
He's only been hurt twice.
Yeah, which is also great about him. He's an extremely terrible guy.
And it was 2018, 2017, 62 days missed, and I like this cash paid while you're injured, $7.692 million. That's funny. But yeah, he is one of the best players that's ever come out, and but what do they do?
Yeah, that's true.
It'd be nice if he was number 27 overall in 2009.
Yep.
How did he go all that low?
That's going to be.
Imagine if the Pirates signed him. Where would he be now?
Yeah, I don't even want to think about it. It's just going to make me sad.